Hi team, Mary Beth coming to you from sunny Minnesota where it's -15. I'm feeling very chilly, ready to get it back out there and run. Kind of feel like a caged animal inside. And I know some of you who are traveling probably are feeling the same way I am feeling. So I'm coming to you this week to start talking to you about some performance boosting foods. When we are back together, we're going to get into some endurance. I should mention that I tried to find some quiet time in order to film this video, and Dana suggested in front of his extensive soccer trophy collection. So here I am. So let's get into it. I have the Power 6, we'll call it. Power 6 performance boosting foods. And you might want to start adding these into your rotation, your varied diet rotation. So maybe add these in a little bit more frequently, and maybe you'll notice some difference in your performance. I'd love to hear if you are noticing a difference either way. All right, so beets, number 1 on my list. It's a nitrate-rich foods. And research shows that nitrates provide serious performance boosting benefits. So nitrates help us use oxygen more efficiently. You want these nitrates to come from vegetable sources only. If they come from meat sources, they can be carcinogenic. So stay away from the meat sources if possible and consume these nitrate-heavy foods in vegetable form. Beets, perfect. And the beets are also high in antioxidants, and you can tell from their deep red hue. So antioxidants help fight free radical damage. Important for us runners. Number 2 on my list, wild salmon or cold water caught fish. And this is important for the protein, and among other reasons. But the protein helps us with muscle repair and preservation. As we increase our miles, we're going to want to preserve the muscles that we were working hard to achieve and maintain. So protein is going to be very important for that. In addition, they are high in omega-3s, and we've talked about a little bit about omega-3s helping our central nervous system, our joints, our heart, and they support a healthy metabolism as well. Vitamin D, increased strength, bone support, and immune support, among other things. Vitamin D is important. And by the way, if you don't consume fish, you can get it through mushrooms. Number 3 on our list, I've got kale and leafy greens. And kale packs a nutritional punch. It's immune-boosting vitamin A, bone-strengthening vitamin K, and vitamin C. And vitamin C has been proven to lower heart rate in endurance athletes, which in turn reduces the perception of exertion and fatigue. So interesting stuff, vitamin C. Vitamin C also helps with the absorption of iron. So maybe you want to include kale with some lentils, or kale along with some red meat. If you do consume red meat in moderation, please. You might want to consume it along with vitamin C packed foods, maybe tomato sauce as well. So kale. You can include it in smoothies. You can bake it and prepare it as chips. I know not everyone enjoys it raw, so just some other ways to consume it. I personally prefer it in a smoothie myself, but I do eat salads. Sometimes you've got to do what you don't like to do because it's good for your body. Number 4 on my list, I've got berries. And berries are important. They lessen inflammation. They offer immune support, fiber, vitamin K, vitamin C. And under this umbrella, I've included tart cherry juice or tart cherries, and they have been studied with athletes in helping with muscle soreness the day after or after a very intense exercise. So you might want to add some tart cherry juice or cherries into your smoothies following your workout, and perhaps you'll notice a difference the next day. You're not as sore. I've actually noticed this for myself. I don't know if it's placebo or not, but I have noticed a benefit with the tart cherry juice. So I add a splash into my smoothie as well. Number 5 on our list, we've got sweet potatoes. You know I love them, and they're on here for a reason. They provide necessary carbs, which is the first fuel source, especially for very intense exercise. So our treadmill runs, your body's going to look for glycogen, which comes from carbohydrates. In addition, sweet potatoes offer beta-carotene, which bone, eye, immune health, and potassium. This is an electrolyte that our body uses to convert carbs to glycogen, that fuel, especially for the high-intensity exercise. And finally, number 6, I've got legumes, and specifically lentils, because they're easy to find. You can get them at Mother's in the refrigerated section next to the salad, and same thing at Trader Joe's. They're next to the salad in the refrigerated section there as well. So I try to avoid canned if possible. If I do get canned, I try to look for the label that says BPA free. So you can find that as well. And if you need help finding it, just come ask me. I'm I know most of the grocery stores. I love grocery shopping, so I can help you there. But lentils and legumes are higher in iron, and especially us female athletes, we really need to be conscious of taking in iron. We're losing a lot of iron. So you can also get this from red meat if you are a red meat eater. And I personally will eat red meat either once every 3 weeks or once a month just to help replenish my iron stores. But I eat beans all week long, so maybe like 3 or 4 times per week would be ideal. But iron is very important. It helps you run stronger for longer. The iron helps carry oxygen in our bodies. It helps shuttle it to our muscles. So very important there. The lentils also contain magnesium, and surprisingly, many people are low in magnesium. So we want to be conscious of this mineral, and beans are a good source of it. And it's magnesium aids in many, many functions in our body. Protein synthesis, muscle and nerve function, blood glucose control, blood pressure regulation. I mean, all of these things are so important for us, especially as endurance athletes. So there you have it, our top 6. We've got beets, wild salmon, kale, berries, sweet potatoes, and lentils. So bon appetit, enjoy them. Let me know if you have any recipes that you love that include any of these ingredients. Love to share it with the group. I'd love to prepare them myself. And I miss you, team. I will see you soon. I will not be there Sunday. I'll be running on Saturday, but I will see you next week. Happy New Year, and I'll see you soon. Take care.